We began the center with no land. We have the land. It was a forest. Now it is a place with a road. There was no road. Now there's a road network. There was no dormit. There was nothing. We were starting in the middle of nowhere. We have an existing dormitory with beds and basic care for the children. We have a kitchen. We have running water. We have a nursery school with a number of children that are in that nursery school, and the school is growing. We have a volunteer house, and we are in the process of constructing cottages for hosting and income generation. We have a church that because spiritual care is a much needed support for the widows, so we have a church. We have a farm that is running, but still needing more investment in terms of irrigation, both drip or overhead irrigation. But we have a running farm, and we grow our own food. So all this has been created in a span of less than 5 years, with no funding, focusing on structural development for the project.
We call it skumawiki. This is one of the vegetables that is mostly planted in Kenya and can earn even a living or even educate your children, make you take your children to school. But this one can only be possible when there is irrigation system. And I'm very sure if this tomato does well and it is well treated, I know of over 80,000 is here that they can get from this plantation.
I think every organization talks about sustainability, but it takes a very long time to get funding, investment to create the sustainability that an organization, a non-profit desires. So turning Rona Foundation into a hybrid structure, both social and income generating, is the journey we are undertaking on this 5th year anniversary. And that means more focus is going to be on the project, the Rona Orphans and Widows Center. In the beginning, the needs were all over, particularly when you talk about empowerment and sustainability. It is impossible to empower a widow who has no roof over her head. It is impossible to create income generating activities for broken women who do not know where they are going or coming. It is impossible to go into a community and create income generating activities and create sustainability. So in the beginning, all the resources and all the funds we were raising were focusing on reviving the community with widows as change makers, and particularly sponsoring widow houses. We found a community with a majority of widowed women with no roofs over their heads and with orphaned children who are hardly going to school. So a large amount of our support, structural support, went into building widow houses. And we have built, the whole of the Rona Foundation has built 43 widow houses as a whole in a span of less than 5 years.
Osetimo niang'o?
Aseyudo ot, nyithinda osekaw, ichulonegi school fees. Koro aneno ka ngimana ber opogre gi kaka ne gintie chon.
And looking at that, you begin to see how a simple iron-roofed house can change the whole structure of a widow-headed home. And so in the next phase, it is easy to begin to talk to them about sustainability, self-sustenance. income generation, and sustainability. And it is possible to also cluster them in groups to start their own small CBOs and own widow groups to generate their own income.
Magombo kaka dwayud rieko madikonywa mondo wachak wayudie rieko manyalo konyowa.
We have endured in creating even basic life skills knowledge on how to even create your small kitchen garden. This did not exist. Now it is possible to start those conversations. And this is the space where sustainability is not only for the foundation, sustainability is also for the widow community and the widow groups. And this is where we are going.
Ne onge ber mama ne wan go chon to kane Rona obiro ne waneno ber kendo ne wachiemo maber.
Samoro miwa mogo, samoro miwa lewni. Koro Rona konyowa maber. Ne ok wane rach Rona. Yande diere moro ne wapuro alode, ne wachiemo maber. Alode go bende kane ong'iew gi bende wakonyore godo. Koro Rona osekonyowa mang'eny.
So one of the needs that I'm envisioning in the next 2 to 5 years is, can we have even a small social amenity hall where there is an activity, not only necessarily an empowerment workshop, a social gathering where, because deep down the widows are human, they would want to have a social aspect of their life, and the Rona Center must provide that social aspect to the community. And along that process, use that as an income generating activity, a hall, some social activity. Can they come and even do their own traditional dances? Can they come and sit around and have a cup of tea? Can they come and do a soft drink? Can they come and have an evening out, just doing nothing except celebrating each other? This is an important aspect. And now,
Wagombo hall maduong' masama ko paro moro dang' ma kidor tibiro ikinde ibudho kanyo iyudo soti moro imadho ibudo wadu inyiero koro paro moro biro kendo idhi dala kimor.
I am still dreaming. I dream of a sustainable project and center for the widows and orphans. I am dreaming of a center with a proper dormitory for the children. I dream of a center with proper usable sanitary facilities. I dream of a center with cottages for hosting volunteers, missions, and even workshops. I dream of a center with a technical training department where the widows can learn basic skills and crafts to sell around the world. I dream of a sustainable center, a center where the youth can find sports and activities to revive their lives when they've dropped out of school. I dream of a center where the orphans that we are educating can later come back and find work. This is my dream for the Rona Orphans and Widows Center. And as they say, all dreams are valid. The ripple effect of one emotional naive decision 5 years ago has created a center where the widows and orphans turn out to for support, for needs, for care, and for what you and I constantly support. This is what I call the butterfly effect. It is what one naive emotional decision can create in changing lives and serving humanity. Thank you for coming along with me.